Hello, my comrades, and welcome back to a new video featuring my face. Whether that's lucky or not, I think you can decide for yourself. Today we've got an interesting subject to handle because today we're talking about the YouTube policy for the YouTube Partnership Program. I'm a bit late to the party, I know, but I don't think it should mind too much because it's still something that should be said in my opinion. So, let's begin. What exactly is the YouTube Partnership Program? Well, the YouTube Partnership Program is something in which you can basically monetize your videos. That's mainly the reason what we're talking about today. So you can put advertisements on your video and earn money with it. So what is new exactly? Well, there's a few things new, but first let's look at the old. The old way you could apply for the YouTube Partnership Program, or really what you had to do, the things you needed to do to be eligible to apply, where you needed to have 10,000 views in total, which is something I myself had, but I never advertised my videos, but that's not really important. You needed to have 10,000 views in total with no extra restrictions. Then you would be able to apply. Of course, applying doesn't mean you get in, but usually it does. Now, there's been a change, or, well, no, there's been a change. It used to be that they were planning one, but since the 20th of February, it's on. The new rule is on, and the new rule is that you need 4,000 hours annually / per year to be able to be eligible. On top of that, you need to have 1,000 subscribers at the ready, and not everybody has that. So people are mad because they want to be in the YouTube Partnership Program. I myself have a friend or two who is actually kind of struck by this. Well, not really struck by it as in oh, but struck by it as in oh, I'm affected by it. Technically, I am too, but as I've mentioned, I don't use ads at the moment. I want to at some point, but I'm not gonna do it when I'm still under 100 subs. I don't want to talk about it. So he has he has a lot of views on his videos, so he might actually hit the 4,000 annual hours. He does product reviews. His videos aren't too big, but there's enough to get some hours out of it, and he doesn't have that many subscribers. He has less than me at the moment. And the problem with that is that he likes to make money off of his videos. Now there's a little catch, and that's actually quite important to keep in mind, I think, because he doesn't really get the money, and he doesn't really get a lot of money. I hope he enjoys me talking about his money, but the problem is that he doesn't get to earn any more ads or any more money from ads because he isn't eligible for the new rules. So his thing is that he doesn't get to see the money counter go up. But before we talk about that some more, let's see what exactly the reasons were for YouTube to do this. Alright, so the main reasons YouTube gives for these new rules are that it punishes bad actors more, and I'll get to that in a second, and it makes it harder for people to monetize inappropriate videos. These bad actors, what exactly are they? Well, most of the time when you say bad actors, I think, and most people think, of those small movie channels, those that pop up everywhere. If you've ever, let's just say, had watched a video where you thought, well, I'm not exactly sure if it's legal for me to watch this, and I'm not talking in the way of it has really weird things in it, but more in the way of you're looking at a Gabriel Iglesias show with 360 pixels in total, and the audio quality sounds like an elephant fucking farted on the microphone halfway through and somebody didn't bother to clean it up. Those kind of videos that go under the radar a little bit because they take a little while to be found, of course. Not every video that gets uploaded is instantly watched and reported if there's something wrong with it, and some people don't think there's something wrong with it. So these people get a little bit of money off of these things. They used to get the 10,000 views, no problem, because it's like it's a movie excerpt, or like I said, people stand up comedy or something. So they get 10,000 views, they monetize as fast as they can, they get a bunch of money, and you could say there's a bit of a problem there because they get accepted for the YouTube partnership program. But like I said, it used to be very easy, so not a big deal. These people get a lot of money. I'm going to do it so you can see it better. They get a lot of money, they apply so they can get the money, and then they get cancelled. So YouTube kills the channels, yes, or at least makes it so that they can't monetize their videos anymore. But the thing is that people can just, pop up another, and oh, that one's down, and pop up another. So there's no real threat to it. And I personally, and this is the part where my opinion comes in, think it's a good idea, and I'll try to destroy the arguments of the other side in just a moment. But I don't really see YouTube being an asshole at the moment. There's people who say, oh, you're taking away my job, but I'm not going to be rude, but what job? Because first of all, I mean, YouTube it's kind of iffy. You can sort of call it a job, but also not, because I mean, there's not a lot of people that walk around with complete contracts in their pocket with YouTube. And technically you could say the YouTube partnership program is like a contract, but it's not as serious as most things, I suppose. So these people that complain about losing their job, I'm sorry, dude, but if you're underneath 1,000 subscribers and less than 4,000 hours of watch time a year, that isn't the most successful job you can have. It's a little rude, and I know, because I'm also kind of calling out my friend here, but he has a little bit of an extra. My friend says, and this is a very good one, that it's not much about the jobs. You see, like I said, the people that are using the job argument, you're not earning a lot of money already, so I don't think that they're not really taking away your job as much as they're taking away your ability to buy an ice cream every now and then for YouTube money. But my friend says, and that's very important too, that it's a lot of motivation. And that's actually something I kind of agree with. Like I said, again, I don't monetize. I don't do it. I do it because, I like to. I do eventually would like to earn money, because it means YouTube, and money is nice, and you need it in this environment of capitalist worldism. But there's people out there who just like to see the AdSense money go up, and I can understand. You do a lot of work, you put a video out, and you see 20 cents go up, and you're like, yeah, those are my 20 cents, and I worked for those, and I understand. That's I think a pretty good argument. But with that does come again that it's not a lot, but I see where that comes from. But in my opinion, it's I wouldn't really say necessary evil to destroy, but it's something that I'm willing to change for. Let's say I had €4 on AdSense now, and I was waiting for that. Actually, quite important, like I said, you need €70 to be able to take your money off of AdSense that they pay in €70, or something along the line, 70 units, I don't know. So these people can't even take their money off most of the time. It's a motivator, yes, but there are other ways to get motivated. And I'm not saying that people who like money and do things just for the money are bad. I'm sure there's top dollar YouTubers who do things are mostly for seeing their bank account get bigger. And that's fine. YouTube is a way to earn money, but not at this low a level. I think it's okay. I think that the exchange here is something that's worth it, and in general, I think YouTube will get better for it. And to talk YouTube up a little bit more, because I'm on the website. It's not like these people were doing it to be dicks. In fact, if you look at the bottom of the blog post itself, it'll talk about how there's 3 different ways. I think there's a help desk, well, not a help desk, but there's a help center. There's a creator website, which I actually didn't know about until then, which is something I should probably read into. And the Creator Academy, which is a set of YouTube videos talking about how do you earn more, or how do you get more views. So I don't think it's YouTube acting like a dick, and I don't understand why people would ever use that argument. But there's people out there that are screaming that YouTube's just being a dick because they're being a dick, and no, they wouldn't do that. YouTube likes to earn money too, and YouTube understands that if there's a lot of famous people that earn a lot of money and make really good content on their website, people will come and people will make ads and they'll earn money. So it's not like YouTube is here digging a hole for everybody. YouTube is here to try and, remedy problems like inappropriate videos and make sure they kind of tone down on people that are dicks and try to make the people that are nice turn up a little bit, just a little bit of lean, just a small blunt. And I think in general that this was a good move. So in my opinion, congratulations YouTube, you did a good thing. Me likey, me gusta. I don't know how to say like in Russian. If you agree with me, then there's a poll up in the comment, or up in the comments, should be right here, I think. If my thinking works, there's a poll in which you can fill in whether you agree with me or disagree with me, or maybe you have a different opinion. Maybe you're a neutralist and you don't think anything of anything, in which case you shouldn't be filling in the poll now, should you? Anyway, if you like the video, because, it's a new thing, then like the video. If you dislike the video, I understand. Hate comes from somewhere, and this general dislike is something you can have for things too. Don't worry. I agree with your dislike if you have a solid argument behind it. You don't need a solid argument for likes though, because I like likes too. Of course, if you want to start a civil discussion, or a less civil one, I don't know, you can use my comments. And last but not least, if you want to hear me talk about more or do other things or really anything with me, then subscribe and turn on annotations if you want the subscription to be of any use. Goodbye, my comrades. Until the next episode.